What a smashing ensemble.
You wear it well.
Shut up. I look like a twit.
The caftan is sewn of the best fabrics available, and according to the best tailoring practices.
I mean, yeah, this is a very
But
nice looking
one must have a modicum of taste to
clothing.
appreciate this. Even the most exquisite robes cover only deficiencies in beauty, never in refinement.
I'm just used to wearing something different, like something more protective.
Usually wear something different, better suited to my trade. Got nothing against this particular outfit, though.
I like the color.
Just don't exactly feel comfortable in it. And I despise formal occasions.
Am I gonna walk like this?
Nothing one can't get accustomed to. Now, be so kind as to stand still. All that being as it may, Toussaint's highest honor, the Order of Vitis Vinifera, demands appropriate attire. The Duchess cannot be expected to drape the medal on a suit of armor caked in mud. Palace protocol places enormous emphasis on form, virtuous tradition, etiquette.
Huh. A tradition which values appearances ahead of all else. Which calls for lordly, glistening triviality and misplaced generosity.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Hello.
Sound wistful. Pensive, Regis. That because they refused to buy you a new outfit?
Hardly. It's
Why
the
are
tone
you
I
being
ever
so
adopt
rude,
when I
Geralt?
find myself pondering, which, believe it or not, happens quite a lot. Besides, I've no need for a new outfit as I shall not be attending the ceremony.
Why not?
Because unlike you, I don't have to. I shall begin to pack my belongings instead. I trust you'll join me later, once you're richer by a medal and a fascinating new experience.
I guess.
Count
Sure.
on it. Ceremonies, medals honoring virtues, just keeps coming up.
I've had no reprieve either. And I keep thinking of the last great virtue, compassion. It's the one piece of the puzzle that never seemed to fit.
I mean,
Mean you suddenly believe the 5 virtues theory, after all we've revealed?
It's not a question of belief, superstition, or old wives' tales. It's a conclusion derived through exercising pure logic. Siana planned everything in advance. Had we not stopped her, surely there'd have been a 5th victim. One the gossips would have associated with a lack of compassion.
the Duchess.
Her plans don't matter now. Can't act on them. Ask the messenger who delivered my invitation to the ceremony. Siana's in the palace. Courtiers pressured the Duchess to lock her in a tower.
Do you care not a whit who else was in her black book? We've some time before the ceremony.
I
We
mean,
could
she
still
did
chat
tell
with
me that she
brutally
forgot about
merchant.
her.
He was the one to pass the victims' names to Detlef. Perhaps we missed something.
Okay, you're right. We need to talk to the bootblack. Oh. Oh, this is a whole new thing? If it's like this, then sure. But
Regis, Bootblack didn't say anything about making deliveries when we talked to him. How do you know he handled the letters?
While you basked in glory and tried on new formal wear, I conducted a little investigation of my own. You'd be very proud to see how I conducted myself.
Okay.
I began by concocting an ample supply of boot wash for our enterprising young friend. I'd observed that among street folk, amidst their society as a whole, reciprocity takes precedence over all other codes, and thus no good deed goes unrewarded.
okay.
Of course, the same holds true for malicious or destructive deeds.
Okay.
The letters. What's the connection?
When the bootblack arrived to collect his bucketful, he hinted he knew more. Simply put, we'd failed to ask the proper questions when we chatted earlier.
Okay.
It took a bit more tongue-loosening, but ultimately he spoke.
He admitted he'd handed Detlef the letters. He knew this information was valuable to me. In providing it, he was simply repaying me.
Okay. No point investigating. Actually, yeah, sure, let's investigate.
All in all, why not check up on that? We'll go together. Assuming we're done here.
I am done, yes. It lies in your hands now to see if you are able to present my handiwork at the ceremony with the dignity it is due. Or if you will first destroy it, crawling about the city's underbelly.
Promise to be careful.
Oh, am I gonna have to swim somewhere? I guess not. There's a 99.9 chance that the Duchess's name is
It's
on
the
the last letter.
swordsman. Good to see you. Here for a spiffing? Dirty boots are a stain on professional dignity, you know. Step on up.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell you all I know. But why not get your boots shanked while we jabber?
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots.
Those are
clean
nice boots.
soles. A fine slogan.
Okay. So how's business?
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better were certain folk to sit down for a shine as they stood and chatted.
Yeah, they look more like silk or velvet or whatever is used for boots. For shoes. Those aren't boots, really.
Man in the frock coat. You passed him some letters, remember?
Why, of course. I'm young, got a mind like a steel trap, but...
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me, forget it. How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell us this before, when we first talked?
You didn't ask about beggars now, did you?
Well, we asked about this man. So you should tell us everything you know about him and things connected to him.
Beggars. Tell us more about them. How many were there?
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else? These beggars have anything in common?
What? Come now. Each was different. Some had mismatched boots, others had no boots at all. Oh, I know! They all had no home!
Of course.
Kid, my patience is starting to run a little thin. Now think hard.
Oh, where did they get the letters? I mean, why would he know something like that?
Where'd they get the letters? They pick them up? Get them from someone?
I don't know. They'd come, hand me a letter, and walk away. I asked no questions.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. Listen, lad. I'll be glad to mix another batch of that boot shine for you. But you must focus now and tell us all you know. Where can we find the beggars?
Yeah, we only learned this
Well,
now
at the
simply
shelter, most
because
Where's that?
Everyone knows.
it would be
It's just
too
round the
easy
corner.
if we know
Up those stairs,
all of us
then right.
that time when we talked to him first
Thanks,
time.
kid. For your trouble. We must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Tough times.
Okay, the shelter.
You've to move your little camp elsewhere, got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk bunning about.
Gentlemen.
Hello.
You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. We've tried it, only to tire our lips. We'll use other means of persuasion now.
Why do you want to
Gentlemen.
fight?
Calm, please.
Excuse me?
Either get out along with these flea-ridden vagabonds, or we'll toss you all out. Our patience is gone. This place is no longer a rank refuse dump.
Scram! Decent folk live here.
I mean, what's the harm?
The shelter, them living here, bothers you. Question is why?
Look, Ballard. Another defender of the poor, fighter for justice.
Damn nuisance. We've our women and young folk living next door, when even grown men fear to walk past such rabble.
Okay, some... Oh, you shouldn't say it like that, Jupiter. Because of that, the
Decent folk
automat
you
does
mention.
stuff.
Mean yourselves?
Oh, we can...
Why? Do you doubt
I don't
it?
think it blocks
Hell
you.
yes.
Hear that, Ottawa? He poking insults us. On our own turf.
Did it auto-moderate you,
We
or
should step aside, good
did it
fellow.
only show
My
me the
friend is
thing?
perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
I mean, the automod will see some, will do block some messages because of the blacklisted words. Yeah, it is being checked, but I'm not really gonna bother and click anything.
All right. I can take a hint. Come, time to go.
Come,
Thank
time to
you
go.
so much for your aid. I tried to reason with them, but they'd have beat me blue had you not come along. I'm grateful. Immensely.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. Wish me to take my folk, the shelter, elsewhere. They dislike that I help the Beckers. I do not oppose going elsewhere were we to have somewhere to go. But you've come with a problem, have you? My turn to aid you.
I mean, I have that and some other words blacklisted simply because there could be someone who just comes and spam that. And, I mean, that's fine.
What is this place?
I think it's not worth the trouble,
You
because if
could
someone
call it
says
that.
something here...
They come here to
Yeah,
rest
I just
and
have a
eat a hot
blacklist.
meal.
Alright,
help
most
them,
of the
why?
racial slurs,
Because
I think.
they need help.
And the homophobic ones, those are just blacklisted. Simply because if there's gonna be someone who says that stuff, someone could have problems with me because of that. So, I mean, you know.
Need some information. Looking for a man who might have mentioned the boot black in Rue de Garl.
The boot black. A feisty lad. I know him.
Any of your, wards supposed to meet him recently or soon?
Forgive me. Those I help and I are not so close that I would know. But should you wait, they'll all soon come for their meal. You can question them yourselves.
Sure all your usual beggars will be here?
They're not obliged
All the
to
usual
come,
beggars.
of course. But they rarely find a decent meal elsewhere. So, almost all in the area eat here.
Okay, sure, we can wait.
Thanks. We'll
I
wait.
don't think... They're
Nicely
just gonna wait
delivered.
for us. Oh, they ring on the pot when it's done, I guess.
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve the soup. These two gentlemen have some questions of you. Pay attention. Answer in brief. For if you draw it out, your soup will go cold. And we wouldn't want that, would we?
Meow?
Recently,
Cold soup
4 of you
is...
delivered sealed letters to the boot black. I know this.
Cold soup is worse than death.
Does anyone know what the gentleman means? Go on, speak up. Romain?
Why should I squeal? We were all told not to mention the letters. We all swore.
You can
Okay.
tell me, Romain. You were given a letter and you delivered it, right? Good work, Romain. Thank you. Who else?
I got one too. Gave it to the boot black. And Freshy, he got one. But he can't tell you, as he's not here.
Okay.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it 2 days after the Feast of St. Barnabas.
Oh. Please give me the letter.
It's a matter of importance to the duchy. Hand it over, or I'll take it from you, plain and simple.
I mean, I can...
But I was to deliver it personally. Let no one else see it. That is what she said, and she was frightening.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest. The These men helped
I
me
mean,
a short
it
while
does
ago,
matter
and all of us.
because we can show the
If this
Duchess that
individual
her sister
threatened you,
wanted to assassinate
You
her.
may not keep the promise you made.
All right, take it. I didn't want to see the boot black anyways. It's always muddy there.
That's a pretty big piece of paper. Letter revealing the 5th victim. Why is it a whole letter, not a scrap of paper?
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Duchess Anna Henrietta.
I must say, even I did not expect this.
No, this was actually
This
pretty
time
obvious.
we will see to our Duchessa. It seems we underestimated Siana rather grossly.
Judging by this, Detloff was literally supposed to tear her heart out.
Yet first you must snap her neck. Puzzling.
Oh, why would he have to snap her neck?
Puzzle complete now.
Alas, the matter ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly grave. We've proof of a plot to assassinate Toussaint's ruler. We've proof of a coup d'etat.
It wouldn't be a coup d'etat, because she wouldn't become the Duchess. Someone else would have to become, maybe some family that's a little bit further away.
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim. Siana planned it from the start.
Indeed. The logical conclusion, Geralt.
Elementary, my
Four
dear
seemingly random
Reggie.
victims to start. The virtues their
I mean,
only
she's
link.
her sister,
Enough
but
to
she
get
was
folk
banished.
Talking about a righteous, vengeful beast. Obscured the victim's links to Siana, even as she had those she despised killed off one by one, leaving the Duchess for last.
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died for her sins. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions. Ample proof of a lack of compassion.
Why would Siana murder her own sister? Out of envy? To take power? From an inborn penchant for evil?
No, revenge.
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem likely, and none are mutually exclusive. But if you'd like to know for certain, you can always ask her yourself.
Yeah.
Actually, love to learn her motives.
Praiseworthy, I suppose. Sometimes
She
one
told
should
me.
stare evil in the face.
Seems a bit strong, no?
She used my friend as her tool for killing. I believe I've every right to condemn her, but I support your lust for the truth. Some philosophers think empirical examination the sole path to knowledge. I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Siana locked up.
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. Think Anna Henrietta had to protect her sister from a lynch mob as much as she wanted to protect her subjects from a criminal. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing of the palace, awaiting trial before a court of law. I'd need to get past some guards to see her.
You coming with me? Yeah. So I don't think Siana would have any dibs on the throne of a duchy, simply because she was exiled, which means she would have been struck from the succession. I mean, that's how it probably should work, but because this is a game, fantasy game, it may not have been. I mean, any blood is, as long as it's a blood connection, maybe people wouldn't care. Not sure.
Coming with?
Of course not. I shall await you at Mare la Chaise-Longue. I'll not risk entering the palace after Detloff and his minions rampage.
Besides, I vastly prefer the company of a simple mug of mandrake brew to that of the Duchess's vile sister.
So, said straight up, it means you're going off to get drunk because you hate Siana.
I've never been fond of categorical statements of that kind, but I admit I could not vouch for my behavior in her presence.
She treated Detloff cruelly.
Caused his death in the end, and now this? Atop all that? No, Geralt. I will not go with you. I will await you at the cemetery.
I mean, that makes sense. Do we have to go to her? Okay, we have to go to her.
My tooth! Something!
I guess I thought it would be much quicker, but if it's like this, then I'm probably gonna split this last recording in half. We'll see. Why is there a dead body here? So, oh, this is where the assassins attacked me, okay. Actually, fast travel would probably be a little bit faster. How many points do I have? 2 of them, okay. Damien? No, I don't want to talk to Damien. Talk to Sienna. Okay. I really am liking these clothes very, very much. Okay, she is in some kind of tower. Up here, maybe? Through here, okay. Yeah, and the color is very nice.
Halt!
Like a
Need to
blue
see
turquoise,
Sienna
but
urgently.
more
In the
blue.
matter of?
I just want to talk to her.
Want to talk to her? It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission.
I have my special
Found some
permission.
information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then you've my permission.
Okay.
But only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
I mean, I think people would want to take photos with you. Those are
The
really
witcher
nice
will
looking
speak with the
clothes.
inmate. You can take a moment.
It's basically cosplay.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Hello, Sienna.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
I mean,
Sienna, stop pretending
knife,
you couldn't care
a
less.
fork,
I know it's an act.
a
and it's
candlestick.
really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Well, you told me she forgot about you.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated.
I mean, you could
Well,
always forgive her.
What now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? No, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
Yeah.
I probably will.
I mean, you could try to forgive her.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
There was no sound there.
If she loved me
Oh,
so,
she didn't
why
hit-
did she wash
okay.
her hands off me? Forget me.
I mean, she was a child. She just forgot.
Sienna,
She didn't
you
understand.
were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You really want a happy ending, don't you?
Yes, at least not an unhappy one.
Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Siana.
Yeah, she really has a nice model. For the clothes, for the pauldrons.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Sure.
Let's go. Want to see him too.
Hello, Commander. How's your scar doing?
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time.
Oh, it's
Ready for
healing
the
well.
ceremony?
What am I supposed to do here? Shit. No, not the ceremony yet. You don't look too good.
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
Okay, I think we should do this. First, I want to talk to Anna Henrietta if it's possible.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Siana's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally.
Sylvia Anna. Okay, that's her full
I
name.
thank you, Witcher, for alerting me. And I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
Yeah, the music, the sound design is pretty good here.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the
I mean,
warehouse,
this merchant
the
is obviously
whole
lying.
place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness.
What's this guy holding?
Your Grace,
Is this a sword?
Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
Oh, it's a
My dear
pillow.
subjects,
Okay.
we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
I wasn't the one who killed it. And what happened
We
there,
bestow
Geralt?
the distinction upon the Witcher, who
That's
saved
un-
Beauclair
oh, okay.
from the terrible beast. Such is our desire. May this symbol serve as a
There's two people
reminder to all
in one place. Okay.
that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair. in more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you.
I think
all, it was
Geralt
but
would probably rip the jerk in the back.
I have a small surprise
because
for you,
he's so
in
buff.
addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels
Ooh.
of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table.
Okay.
The gustatory experience
5,000
of a
crowns?
lifetime
Okay.
awaits. Are you content?
Well, got bad news. Sienna was out to kill you, yes?
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, I'm afraid I have to sour the mood. It's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I mean, I do have the letter.
I have proof.
Okay, can I explain why she did this? That's important.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister. I know well how to speak to her.
Okay, sure.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
Okay, I hope the fact that I told the captain about the assassination plot isn't gonna mean someone's gonna die. I hope no one's gonna die. Oh yeah, she's uncertain. Hiding her hand.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
I mean, the Duchess asked me to stay, yes?
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister, and my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Detlaff. You yourself would never stoop so low. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Okay. I mean, yes, she had reason. Because she was abused by the knights who escorted her out. That's one.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke.
Okay.
I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
I mean... I don't want to do this. I think I have to do this. Okay, you were both children.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark. And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out, but you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found.
I mean, that's kinda true, maybe.
Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Is there gonna be a stab wound? I don't think there's gonna be a stab wound because she's not very eager. Good! No one died! Perfect. Very nice. Now, do we get the credits right now? Or do we get them later? Oh, we still have to go talk to Reggie.
Best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Lots of stars.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Ooh, I have my armor.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
Just fine.
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavour profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Yes, fascinating.
All
exactly.
I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Sure, let's go.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a witcher.
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Let's go pick up some mandrake. Do we start with this? No, we have to equip them. Wait. Excuse me, these guys are here? Oh, these are quest items. Okay. And the mask too. Where is it? Here. I look like a pig.
Makes me oh so dreamy.
Penny for your thought.
Oh, maybe I should probably repair my junk. Not here.
results. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
I mean, it's just the amount of toxicity. Like, I'm kind of confused why I have so much toxicity right now. Like, I'm barely alive right now. Oh, I have to collect the things. You know what? I'm probably gonna have to drink white honey. Just to get rid of the thingy. Because I'm not really sure if we would die if we tried doing that. No, just as a plant. It's very, very toxic. Pickled? Was that pickled? Picked. Okay. Okay,
Now,
Reggie.
where'd that bloodsucker go?
Oh.
Won't be easy to track down.
He went away.
He's a vampire after all.
Can I track him? Reggie! Reggie! Where are you? Where'd he go?
Damn it, where'd you go?
Reggie, why did you escape? Is this your idea of... Oh.
I did what I had to do!
Oh, they want to kill him because...
Renegade! More face than
Yeah. So, killing another vampire, higher vampire,
They called you a traitor.
Alas, we have
is
a
very
simple code of honor
traitoric,
with
yes.
vampires.
Traitorous.
So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way,
I was thinking about after The
you
Witcher.
home on the
Either
nightstand.
it would be something short,
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That
or
will
something I could
nonetheless be
stream and
useful should
just
you need
finish
mutagens.
streaming whatever.
Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the
For
mantle
example, I
and
could
take to
play
pruning
Binary
vines?
Domain. I could try playing Darksiders. I haven't played any one of them. I have both 1 and 2. Or I could play The Chains of Satinav. That's an adventure game. I guess we can settle down for good here in Corvo Bianco.
Know what? Think I just might. Come on now, don't laugh. Maybe not today or tomorrow. But one day I'll want to see what it's like. To just wake up every day in my own bed.
Oh, stop, please. Sounds so sentimental, my fangs have begun to hurt. Then what? Will you begin writing your memoirs like Dandelion? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
That's a big problem.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
He's dead?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
I mean...
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore.
Oh.
This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view. I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that...
Oh, why did the music stop?
I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Boom, the credits. Oh, hello. Hey there, Geralt. You looking at me? Oh, I guess they made it like this because we need a break from The Witcher. Okay.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
New quest. Be it ever so humble. So we have 3 points, we need 5 points. We won't be getting that level up. Yeah, there's one last quest we have to do. Be it ever so humble, where we go back to our house. Which way is closest? And someone's gonna be waiting there for us. And depending on our actions, it could be one of 4 people. I think it's gonna be... who I think it is. It's not gonna be Dandelion. And it's not gonna be Triss or Yennefer. Because we didn't romance any of those. And Dandelion is there only if we don't get the other choice we could. Get this and get my spectacles because I don't like the hood. Oh yeah, improve my junk.
To reconcile, that's one thing. But to start making wine together, it boggles the mind.
Wait, what did he say? Hello, Barnaby.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could.
Oh, he's hurt.
But to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Wait, is he hurt or maybe he's not?
What's that smell?
So, it's a smelly person. Dandelion... Garrett, I've always loved you. It reminds me of Da Vinci from Assassin's Creed 2. So sad when you didn't hug him. Hey there, Ciri.
You look good. Calm. Don't just stand there. I want a hug.
What did you bring?
A Garkin from Angren.
Oh.
I slew it. All by my lonesome.
A
That why you
Garkin.
left Carrera
Kind
so
of
suddenly?
a
Had
vampire?
no idea where you'd gone. Your note was puzzling. Don't try to find me. Threw me for a loop.
That was silly. It's just that I felt stifled in your shadow. I'd have suffocated had I stayed. So when I read that notice, the contract, when I saw Angren, I knew I had to do it. Alone. without my nanny.
You did well.
I'm not your nanny. I believe in you. Like my new house?
The house is lovely, but it could use a bit of work.
Yeah, got plans for it, don't worry. Wanna go outside? Could show you the grounds.
Yeah, Siri's here
it's
simply
lovely
because
here.
we didn't romance
I
Yennefer
could stay forever.
Fortress, and she's available. If she died, or if she became the Empress of Nilfgaard, she would not be able to come here, obviously. And Dandelion would be here. Yeah, stay here.
What's stopping you?
Actually, not a thing. I slew a Garkin, collected my bounty. I believe I'm owed some respite.
Indeed you do, mademoiselle, as my major domo would say.
You've a butler?
A steward. Name's Barnabas Basil. BB for short, though I don't know if he likes it. He's the one let you in. I'll ask him to bring in some fruit, a beverage. You can spend the rest of the day lying about.
Ah, nothing would make me happier.
Being a witcher anything like you imagined?
Geralt, I didn't have to imagine anything. Remember, before we parted, we walked a good stretch of the path together.
Journeyman and master, though, not the same thing.
I'm still a long way from mastering anything, but I am trying. Anyway, I did learn from the best.
Just passed on what worked for me. Or at least tried to.
I was thinking of Eskel and Lambert.
Yeah, I
So,
like the
no
interactions
regrets. Choice you
between
made.
Geralt and Ciri.
Not at all. I'm doing what I ever wanted to do. Being who I wanted to be. I believe that's one definition of happiness.
Encountered the most charming aspect of being a witcher yet?
Which aspect is that?
The hatred, disgust, that strange blend of admiration, fear, and contempt.
I mean, not too much. She's a woman. She's pretty.
They set their hounds on me in one village.
Oh.
In another, they forbade me from taking a drink from their well. Other than that, it's been all right. No one's tried to cheat me out of my reward so far.
I'd hoped they'd treat a woman differently.
Geralt, when they treat a woman differently in this world, it hardly ever means better. Quite the opposite.
Okay, and what about the contract?
Engrin, how'd it go? Garcanes can be pretty tough opponents.
That's why I had to lure this one to a place both spacious and empty, where it would have nowhere to hide. I found an abandoned crypt far from any town or village.
Good choice. Always best to avoid additional casualties, so your foe had nowhere to hide. But the bastard was still damn quick, I bet.
Not as quick as I am. My greater worry was its strength. I was far outclassed there. But a dose of black blood did the trick. We fought a while, I feigned a mistimed dodge and let it drink. The rest was easy.
Poison. I wonder... This is interesting. I mean, she isn't a witcher, obviously. She doesn't have the mutations and all of that. She does have an echo. Maybe she has an echo? I didn't really notice it. But witcher... I was saying, witcher potions are very toxic. So how is she dealing with that? Is she just using magic to not be toxicized? Not have any toxicity in her? I'm not sure.
See you later, Ciri.
Take care of yourself.
Because besides her having all of those powers, she's just a normal human. She should have a normal metabolism. No, the Witchers, because of the mutations, the Witchers are not immune, but very resistant to toxicity.